Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, as I'm sure you saw from the title, this is going to be a fairly simple introduction to the Create mod and some of its more basic functions. So, to start off we have... I have no idea why that's up there. Yeah, to start off we have iron and andesite, key ingredients for the most key ingredient of this mod. It's quite simple, you just make some iron nuggets, learn how to click and drag properly, and then you can make andesite alloy. Now this on its own doesn't do much. You can make like one thing with it. For a lot of these things you're going to need wood, which is why I have made that over there. Now the Create mod also adds technically 2 new ores, but this is vanilla copper because in 1.18 or whenever it was, Create changed to using the vanilla version of copper. Yes, you need copper and zinc to make different things as well. Zinc you can use as an alternative to iron nuggets to make the andesite alloy, and you use copper for most of the fluid mechanics, so like copper pipes and things. And then later on you can combine the two of these, although that will be in another video. This is just going to focus on the andesite stuff. So if we head over here, we have a whole lot of crafting recipes. Now, first up, andesite alloy, as I showed. Also, this is how you make these things. I've never used them before, but they are incredible. You can just put them down. They're like paintings, and okay, you can put them on the floor. I did not know that. Anyway, you place them, and then each of these sections you can put as a crafting recipe. And then that's just one of them. And then if I shift click, that will craft all of them that I can craft. Anyway, you have the andesite alloy and the crafting blueprint. Then you have the shaft, which I should probably get some crafting materials now that I think about it. So you can make shafts. One of the 2 andesite alloy to make 8 shafts. And with a shaft and some wood, which I definitely had. Yes, with a shaft and some wood, you can craft some basic cogs. Now these on their own, you can put them down, they connect up, but they don't do anything on their own. What you want to do is make bigger cogs, because of course that will solve all the problems. Anyway, big ones and small ones, you can connect together like that, and then you have gears, kind of. And the big ones you can also put at an angle like that, if you want to change directions. Now, we also have this, the hand crank, which is going to be useful for actually getting stuff to turn. Say, I want to make a wheel on the floor turn quickly. What I would do is put the big one there, then put that on there. And you can't really see it that easily, so let's make another bigger cog. So if I turn this, you can see this one's turning a lot faster. Conveniently, they're all like multiply or divide by 2 gear ratios. So that is all fairly simple. Then we have some of the more complicated machines, although the first thing you're going to want to make is probably a water wheel, which I do not have any shafts. Yeah, once you make a water wheel, I don't think you can make them horizontally anymore. They have changed a bit. Okay, you can, right. Yes, they don't do anything on their own, obviously. You need water, which is why I have this area over here. Now, both of these are setups that you would use in the old version of the game. This one, I do not have the goggles on me, brilliant. As you can see, this 256 SU, which is stress units. This one, also 256 SU, or stress units. Now, back in the older versions, I want to say 1.18, but it might have been as early as 1.16. Water wheels would turn, they give a higher stress output, the more sides had flowing water. And you could also use bubble columns on the back to make them turn faster. Neither of those features exist anymore. And if we... Very useful feature to create. If you hold W, or whatever key it's set to, it gives you a tutorial. So I just defeated the purpose of this video, let's go. Anyway, yes, covering additional sides will not improve its kinetic output further. And then you can also change the colors of them, but we're looking at mechanical stuff here. Anyway, this will give us a rotating stuff. And then we have spinning. Now the water wheels start off going pretty slowly. And then these things over here, can't remember the crafting recipe, only ever use them in creative mode for testing stuff. It's a speedometer and a stressometer. They basically tell you how fast this part of the system is going, and the stress on the system, which is currently nothing because we don't have any machines on here that use stress. Which is where we go back over here. Now, what first thing we're going to want to make is probably these. Which reason I don't have a crafting recipe for them is you don't craft them. You do whatever this is. You strip a log, place andesite alloy on it, and then you get the andesite casing, which probably doesn't tell you what to do. This is just for decorational purposes, I think. It serves no actual function. Yeah, wrenches, a very useful thing. Don't know why I don't have the crafting recipe. Also can't spell. But yeah, you need golden sheets, which are gold ingots, which you use this thing for. I'm just going to take the ingredients because I did not plan this too well. Anyway, now we have the mechanical press. Now that says 8 times RPM. Basically, this thing, if it's rotating at... How fast is it going? Yeah, if it's rotating at 8 RPM, this takes 8 times as much stress as the speed is going. So it would take 512. No, that's 512 to it will take 64. This thing, because we double and then double again, it would take 256, as it says there. And then if I go and grab some gold, you chuck it on the ground, and it works. It does one at a time, and you get an advancement. And now you have the golden sheets. Anyway, if we... A fairly simple recipe. The wrench is probably one of the most useful things, especially early game. Because you can right click to rotate things based on the way you're looking. And you can shift right click to pick it up instantly. Even if you're at maximum reach away. Goes into your inventory immediately. This is full, of course. And doesn't take any durability. Rotating things can also be useful. And yeah, you have the stressometer and speedometer. If I look over here, 32 RPM, because it's going faster. And this can go anywhere. Except places where they're going opposite. Yeah, they're going different speeds. So because this attaches to both blocks, I can't put it there. If I put that here, it says it's using half of the stress from the water wheels. So that is the first contraption. Probably should have set up examples for the others, but we can do that as we go along. Next up, you have the mechanical mixer, which you need a whisk for. Whisk is up there. You need 5 iron sheets and a 2 andesite alloy. And then we just click that. And now we have the whisk, which was already there, so I didn't need to make it. And then you can make the mechanical mixer. Now I'm going to make all of these and then demonstrate what they do. don't need to make the same mistake again. You can get the fan, which requires a propeller blade, and the millstone, which requires smooth stone, or you can, so like smelted stone, or you can just use any old rock to make that. And finally you have the basin, which I can just craft anyway. I feel like I was going to put something here. Anyway, mixer and basin go together. I'm going to remove the crusty thing for now. Another useful thing to make would be, well, firstly some more. Oh, I have a casing there. Anyway, with 4 cogs, small cogwheels that is, you can make one of the other most useful things, a gearbox, which admittedly you can do the same thing if I make also the large cogwheels. You can make them with putting 2 planks in rather than just making small ones first. Now I could go and make this here, or I could put that there. Oh, I need to. Yeah, you can just craft vertical and horizontal gearboxes like that to save rotating them. I could do that, which admittedly is completely unnecessary because we have the large one there. Anyway, if I get a basin and a mechanical mixer, that's not going to work for this demonstration actually. This is a vertical one for now. Put that there. And I put the mixer there. Now it says there, speed requirement. It appears the mechanical mixer is not rotating with enough speed. Reason I removed this is because it would be perfectly fine. If I place it there, it doesn't work. But if I place it here... Okay, well, is that not a small cogwheel? Alright then. Anyway, by putting a small cogwheel here, you double the speed things are rotating at. I can just put that there. Hello? Oh wait, does it need to go even faster? Of course it does. Alright, so we can put small cogwheel, gearbox, large cogwheel there, another small one, mixer, and now it's rotating at the right speed. After that we can put down a block and the basin. Now this, you can use it for all sorts of things. One example I'm going to make, because we do have some more smelted iron over there, assuming I have andesite, which I do not. Let's go. I definitely know how to craft a pickaxe. Now let's grab 4 of the andesite. And head back over here. You take 4 andesite, 4 iron nuggets. Now you noticed before, you need 2 of each to make 1. This is a fairly early game contraption. And if we put that all in there, it mixes. You don't need to do anything else to it, you just need it rotating at 32 RPM. Water wheels are only 8, which is why I got confused. And if we wait a bit, now we, I mean, you saw the 4. It took 4 nuggets and kind of a bad demonstration because we already have this, but this. It is a 1-to-1 conversion with mixing. 1 andesite and 1 zinc or iron nugget makes 1 andesite alloy. Now, oh, I've just remembered the other thing I was going to put there, which I will. Of course, it's going to be a. I'll get to that later. So we've seen the mixer. Now, what else was I going to do? The fan. The fan is interesting, by which I mean I'm going to have to do some complicated stuff. and then the fan. There we go. It is now blowing the wrong way. Let's use the gearbox. Yeah, gearbox is also change the direction. Ah, I'm still stuck. Anyway, as you can see, blue particles. What does that do? Nothing with any of the stuff I have in my inventory. Okay, slight recording issue there. And it's all gone. I will have to do those again. Basically, the way the fan works is you throw stuff in the water stream and you can wash it, or if you have lava or fire or campfire there, it does different things. Now that made some clay from the sand, flint from the gravel, and nether quartz, and also gold nuggets from the soul sand, which bulk washing. Yeah, you can also use it for concrete, which can be useful. Clay. Oops. Oh yeah, haunting is another mechanic which I'm going to go into later, and it looks like it does stuff I was not aware of. That is... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Okay, that's going to be another video. But basically, what haven't I done yet? The saw, so I've done the press, mixer, and the fan. And these, millstone. I still need to do. Let's just leave that all broken, I'm sure I'll be fine. There we go, this is turning. Millstone, you chuck stuff in the top, and it crushes the stuff. Now you'll notice, if I right click it now, okay, a bit too soon. Let's set up the saw while we're waiting for that. Now if we put the saw back down, as you would expect, standing on it, not the best idea. Now this thing, if I right click the recipe filter, we can get oak planks. And then I put, now you see, it's turning this way. You have to get it going the other way to the blade. And then... Okay. Oh yeah. Right. So if I do that, it strips the log. And then you get the planks. Did that make more than 4? No, it didn't, right? Hang on. Okay. A better way to make wood, everyone. Sawmill, 50% wood bonus. And of course, if you throw planks on, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I know one of the other mods I had, one of the mod packs, had all sorts of furniture and stuff. Well, yeah. It doesn't work in bulk. So it'll do them one at a time. Although if you get it to a decent speed, it goes quite quickly. Let's check how fast is this going. 64. Anyway, if we take the last... Wait, no, so what's the last thing, right? Yes. So, yeah. Recap before I run out of hunger and stop being able to sprint. Create mod, you find regular iron ore and andesite, vanilla things. Also copper and zinc generates, I'd say, a lot more commonly than iron. I was doing a survival test run. Wood and trees. Smell up the zinc. I think you can mine with a iron pickaxe. That's really high copper up. Anyway, once you smelt up the whatever you're using to make andesite alloy, you can just grab it out of there. Make the nuggets. Grab some more andesite. Early game, it will be a 2 for 1. Or 1 for 2 even. But if we head back to the mixer, which is no longer active, brilliant. Should just be able to take it from here. Later game, you can just sorry, Alden. Anyway, but 4 andesite in there. Later game, or I'll say later, still fairly early game, once you get a mixer, so you only need like some andesite alloy, you can optimize it and get 4 alloy for andesite, so 1 to 1. And then you can make all this other stuff. So mixer, I believe it does show you the recipe if I click on there. I mean, it tells you what you need. Then it's just the shape. And then you need the sheets, meaning you need the mechanical press, and of course you need the stripped logs and andesite alloy to make the casing, which you use for basically all the contraptions. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I will probably make more organized guides like this in the future, including the next step of the create mod, which is going to be moving on to the funnels, item transport, and we might do fluids, although I might save fluids and copper stuff for the video after that. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!